Man, there is all kinds of swim action in this tank now. What the heck happened?
The only key know how to turn it on. No way you never lie, my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long.
So today I finally did it. I did not expect to, already do. I was just talking to like 2 videos ago about doing this during the summertime, and I guess I just, decided to, restock the 40 gallon. And oh, we got it pretty stocked, and there's more fish coming. So there, like I said, there's a lot more fish. Not a lot, but just um, 2 more things coming. But I think it's good enough to show a video now. I'll just say that I'll basically the stuff I already got all the stuff. I'm just getting more of a certain fish, basically. But as you can see, there's a lot of swim action in this tank now because as long as this tank's been up for 3 years, I think, and maybe a little bit longer, and this tank has never been actually stocked that well. I mean, it has, but like, there's never. What I mean by that is like, there's never been a lot of fish, and obviously, it's not a bad thing that I had it understocked. It was never a bad thing, but it's just we have this big of a tank and we just never did anything exciting with it. We just, had a bunch of neon tetras and maybe a couple more species of fish, but they were only like 2 of them. But right before we put all these fish in here, I'll tell you the stock list, and this is kind of embarrassing. There's only 3 neon tetras, 2 black neons, 1 cherry barb, 2 glow lights, and a plecto, which is the oldest fish in here. That's all. And that it's been like that for probably a good 8 months, probably close to a year. There's probably a little more neon tetras, but that's basically how the tank has been looking. And that just wasn't doing it. With this with this 40 gallon, there's so much more stuff you could put in here. I even prepared when I first got this doing double filtration, and I pay all this money to have probably the best filtration possible for this tank, and we just never did anything with it. If we had all this for what, not even 10 fish. So I'm gonna kind of go through what I got. If you watch the video where I was talking about the new fishes I won here, I basically just got exactly what I said I would get. And shout out to my local fish store. Right, they're not that far from me, like 10 minutes. Live Art Aquatics. I'll put their Facebook down, and what other website, social media they have. I'll check that out and put whatever they have in the description. So if you're in Missouri, Kansas City area, you can, if you haven't already, you can go check them out. Probably, honestly, my favorite and probably the best around here now. I used to always go to this one. Honestly, I'm glad I go to this one now because they usually always have what I'm looking for. The other fish stores, they mostly carried cichlids and all that. So now I actually probably have a store that I'm going to go to more often if I at least want fish. And their prices are a lot better. But moving on to the stock, let's go. So obviously you see more neon tetras now. Now I got 6 of those. I think they're jumbo neon tetras because they're obviously a lot bigger, and that's exactly what they are. Is jumbo neon tetras. Doesn't really bother me. I do like the smaller, just the regular neon tetras, but that's perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me. I just like the small ones just because it seems like there's more room. But also we have 3 small ones in there that we'll just put back in here, so we'll have a total of 9 neon tetras. Bring that stock list back up of neon tetras. And now that they're bigger, it's probably better because the reason I used to have like 20 neon tetras, but like half of them got sucked up in the filter. I never did buy filter sponges for any of these filters, so it's kind of my fault. But now we have jumbos, that's not gonna happen. And so we still have the same 2 glow lights. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. They've been in this tank for probably 2 years, so I don't think I want to get rid of them. But they've been kind of nippy to the other fish. I think it'll wear off, but they've been kind of mean lately, especially to the main fish I got in here now. Then just like we said, rummy noses. I did get how many? I think I got 8 of those. I'll have to check. But now I think I only got 5 in here now. one died and it was already dead in the bag, so I didn't really care. I expected that from a rummy nose, and then one I found dead this morning, and then another one died, and it looked like it just got eaten up by the plecto. So he's already eaten it, so I just let him continue. As messed up as that was, but um, rummy noses, that's what you have to expect. I always say for rummy noses, buy double than what you're gonna get because rummy noses, they're known to die before you even have them a day in the tank. So, I totally expected that to happen. And I only see four rummy noses. I think there's, yeah, I only see four right now. I don't know. I think I only got six and two died. I mean, so I don't know. Either way, we got a good group of those, and then obviously more neon tetras. We still have the two black neons, ones right there, ones right there. And then obviously see these. These are pork chop or harlequin rasboras. And we got the three. They only had three, so those are the fish that I'm gonna get more of. Probably gonna get like five more, four more. I don't really just to get to go school them. Just so they're not have a little more of their own species. Unlike these fishes where I had a bunch at first and then they just all slowly died off throughout the years. But obviously still have the plecto. And if you haven't noticed it in the video, we got a show kind of a centerpiece fish now. I didn't really expect to buy one of these, but I went ahead and did it because I really like the coloration. We got an angelfish. It's a really small angelfish. It's probably only an inch, but I had to do it. I really like the coloration. Let's come back up. I don't really like angelfish that much, but this one really caught my eye and I really liked it and it looked really healthy. So I just got it. It definitely won't be a long-term fish I keep, especially in this tank, or if I do upgrade, I don't know if I'm going to keep it in there either. But if and it obviously gets about 5-6 inches, so we might not keep it long term. But even if it does, we can always get it back to a pet store, or somebody I know might take it off me. Either way, it don't matter. We'll find a place for it long term anyways. But for now, I think we got a cool showpiece. I was leaning towards a gourami. I kind of wanted that more, especially a honey gourami or a sunset, something that's a little bit smaller. That'd be really cool. But angelfish, I like them. And we decided to name them Pickles. I'm going to call him Dill Pickle, but we just going to call him Pickles. And one of my friends named it that, so I'll put all of her social media in the description, probably just her Instagram, and you guys can follow her just because she came up with the name, and I liked it. I mean, I'm going to call him Dill Pickle, but we're going to call him Pickle. Just because usually when there's like a one species of a fish, I like to name them just because, if we try to name the neon tetras, we got like 20 neon tetras that look all the same, so it's kind of hard to name them. But just like the plecto, big sexy, we all have names for the one species fish in the tank. But Pickles is what the angelfish's name is gonna be. And then once my other fish comes for the little 20 on there, that's gonna be a big fish. That's the fish I'm more excited about. I could care less about what I got in here. What's going in there is way more exciting. And I already got a name planned out for that. I got some good names. But I mean, yeah, that's all I really had to show for. We got this tank restocked up. I really like the rummy noses. A lot of them end up dying off, but I'm hoping at least the ones I got now will stay good because I really like rummy noses and I want them to stay alive. And I also, for this tank, I want the glass aqua. And I'm gonna make a video on them tomorrow. Just like talking about their website and how good they are. But I got two plants coming. I think I'm gonna put it in the left corner, but I forget what the plant's called. I never seen it before, so I really liked it, and I finally just bought it because it was only $4.50. I'm like, screw it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I really liked the plant, and they had good, healthy ones, so pull the trigger. And then I got tissue cultured S. repens coming. Now, obviously, these are S. repens. Focus here. At first I never wanted a carpet in this. I actually wanted them to grow like a bush, and to do that, it's usually from not enough light, not enough nutrients. They grow up and start bushing out. Well, obviously, I actually wanted that to happen, and honestly, this is one of the better, bushes of S ribbons I've ever seen. Um, and it turned out exactly how I wanted. Obviously, I would want it to fill in a little more as high as this one is, but you know, when we go to move to the next house, I don't think I'm keeping any of these plants. I might be able to save some S repens. I don't know, but the next tank's gonna be a full out new planted tank, so I really don't know what's all. I know these two plants are gonna be gone, but the S repens will maybe. I don't know. It sucks because they're really big. I don't want to get rid of them, but that might just have to be the case. And so the S repens, basically the one stem plant, it might go right here, might go. I have no. It'd probably go in this left corner, honestly. And the pearlweed, it's doing all right. It definitely looks like it's dying now. It was really good, and then I trimmed it up, and then because it was bright green like these, then I trimmed it, and then it just turned like this dark color. It might come back, but we'll just leave it there. See what happens. But that's repens. As you can see, this carpet's gonna probably fill up this corner and then go out through here and fill up this little corner. That's repens. I want to kind of bush out. Now this being kind of more high-tech tank, I think they're still gonna end up being bushy like those. But I wouldn't mind if they bush out maybe or carpet a little out here a little bit. That wouldn't bother me at all. I basically want to fill this corner with S repens, and then especially when this carpet comes in full out, oh, it's gonna look good with especially of um big thing of S repens. So basically, I'll extend it all the way. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot, so um, I'm gonna probably try to grow them as close as possible. Because the problem with these is, like 2 months after I planted them, I end up moving them close together. And I'll actually show you. So at first I had S repens right here, back there, and I basically was just gonna cover the whole tank. Well, then I pulled them all out like 2 months later and put them all in a row like this and wanted a bush. Well, that kind of messed up the growth. So this one, that's why this one looks so good, because this one's been here since the start. These other ones have been moved, so it never worked out. It never looked good. So as long as we all plant these right here at the same time, they'll all grow all evenly right here, and I think it'll look really good. And this tank's a lot better for plants to be grown in, so there's no problem that it'll do good. Especially this tank that's not really meant for plants, and it grew that type of S repens. I think there's no problem of me trying to grow some S repens in there. But I don't want this video being so long, but definitely click all the things in the description, and check out Live R Aquatics if you're around, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.